try to.
No, it's fine. I can just watch it off your stream.
No, here you go. It's gonna be a better feed and.
Oh, okay.
The games like that make me feel validated to every time I see stuff sometimes and want to uninstall. I'm like, everybody's right about Protoss, guys. That just proves that's Protoss brain power, because if you're going to play like that, you need to do something like drop a Dark Shrine, do some weird tech switch, take an Ninja base. It sounds stupid, but that's just, there's no way that's going to work. Am I right, Barry?
Yeah, you definitely need to just, you gotta do a little bit more, you know, because like just anything straightforward like that is just, you know, Dark's too good. And, you know, but we'll see if he can turn it up for this next game. The blue Protoss spawning in the top right. He needs everybody's support. He is Nightmare.
Kid, do you want to do this?
In the bottom left, the ferocious Dark up 1-0 in the matchup from Clan Talon.
Well, you know how I would introduce Nightmare after that last game, guys. That's how I'd introduce him. That'd be it. That's how Protoss, that's, we all understand each other. They say the Kala.
Hey, I mean, Dark has a way
I
of
say
getting
the banana.
people into people's heads and like making them do weird stuff, and it just seemed like
Well, that's why
somehow
Estrella was more of a match, but Nightmare can do the same. Let's see if our boy has got some crazy strats or just play standard, you know?
I think his strategy was good. I think his execution was the only thing that needed to be better.
That kid, you missed it or whatever. You didn't miss the lobby. You saw it. The bottom line is that last game was, or not last, the last series, I think is a testament to how good Estrella is. Yeah, there were mistakes, but Barry, come on, man. The guy had a proxy Stargate on that, and it looked like almost like a normal game. Excuse me, as it transitioned out.
Yeah, he did a really good job of playing that out. I mean, considering that Dark started with a gold base, you know, you gotta take that into account too.
And then Nexus first. Nexus first proxy Stargate. And if I had good,
pretty sick praise.
I was trying to set myself up for a Rick and Morty thing here, but which one of you guys would be Morty, huh?
Actually, never seen a single episode. That bad?
No, you're just too busy grinding, dude. You go to work and you just grind, dude. I love it, Barry. You're the man. I like to be honest.
well, I'm in some lobby now, so I guess we're all good.
Thanks, man. All right, we got the Zergling making it into the base. He's gonna see the Twilight Council right off the bat, and that's not normal. So Dark already getting a great scout off. We've got the Robo right after the Twilight. This might be Dark Templars.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be. It's either DT Archon or obviously 4-gate Blink. Let's see if he pulls off gas. Nightmare's banking a lot of gas. I'm not exactly sure, Barry and Kid. It's Dark Shrine.
Dark Shrine.
Yeah, he's staying on there.
A little bit late, but you know,
Nightmare loves
he
DTs.
does have the adept across the map. Yeah, I mean, the 4 DT War Prism drop has been, you know, it's been like a staple of this matchup forever.
Well, what's hilarious is when I brought up Maynard before, right? In the Void Ray Queen meta, people literally gave up on DT Archon. We had like in the pro leagues, we literally like never saw it. It'd be like Glaive Adepts or Void Rays. And I'm like, Protoss, hello? I play Protoss. You know how disappointed I was where there's so many games where they died at Queen Walks? I'm like, all you had to do was drop a Dark Shrine, bud.
That's true. A lot of those Queen Walks were on hatchery tech and they had no detection.
But I think that it's weird, like when you get so good at the game, they're focusing on so much of everything they practice, what they scout, what they do, whatever, that I think they even forgot that other builds are viable because of how hard it was from how everything else was balanced. It sounds stupid, but I'm just saying, that's my only theory on it. Or they just You know, they get so accustomed to the meta, you know?
Yeah.
It's good to see that we have some variance, you know? And speaking of variance, I'm not liking
This
this.
is certainly a variant.
Got a
3D
really
coming in right now.
fast
Yeah, but into a spore.
Third
This is
base
not
as well.
the War Prism's a mile
Yeah,
away.
Dark is looking very prepared for this.
Yeah, that
There's-
was a blind DT drop.
There's
That-
actually not a spore finish in the main, but it is gonna finish with the amount of time that he just bought there.
Yeah,
If
he
he had
didn't-
dropped into the main right away, that would have been
It
scary
could
for
have been
Dark.
good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This is one thing that makes me absolutely mauled about Protoss players that are better than me. Often they go for the third base. Barry, I'm with you. You played enough Protoss. You should go for the main. I think it's worth it. You're still gonna often get your Archons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like like multiple layers of meta though, because no really good player would ever have their main undefended, right? So
Yeah, but he didn't have any vision because of the depth on where the third was. That was his big mistake. If he knew where like going for the third, I don't hate, but he literally seemed like he blindly just did that. You know what I mean? He's clear.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just all like a thought process because like he
Nightmare's
just doesn't
doing
think that
everything.
Dark wouldn't do. Yeah, he's getting so many tumors.
Every
it's kinda
single
crazy.
tumor is fucking
Dude,
going down right now.
It's like the 2-1-1. He's just going for. He's like, I
What is
haven't
going?
had
Dark,
successful
stop
2-1-1.
him! Stop him, Dark, please. I can't take
Does he get the last one and did he escape?
that. Was every tumor except the one outside the net. That was like
Yeah,
25.
that was like the goofiest thing I think I've ever seen.
I don't think I've ever seen. He literally cleared all
All
the
right.
creep.
That alone should at least give him half a game victory.
Yeah, dude, that's like,
No one else could possibly pull that off against Dark.
dude, Nightmare deserves $5 just for that. I think I'm gonna give him $5 just for
I
that.
dare you to go kill all of Dark's tumors.
So interestingly enough, that build really just led into the same strat that he did last game. He's got the stalkers moving across the map. We got the Robo Bait behind.
+1.
The +1 is a little bit later than last time, but it is there. He's gonna get a cancel on the
Great
fourth.
denial.
Really good, but the Ling run by on the third of Nightmare.
I would have preferred
Dark always with
DTs.
these counters.
Sounds stupid,
Yeah.
but DTs would have been good there too, because he could have baited.
At least one, yeah, I agree.
Still,
He might
it's-
be trying to conserve the gas though.
So Dark and Dark plays, other than in faster than such. Luckily, it's a best of 5 for us. It's not going to be a clean sweep, even if Nightmare loses this.
Muta's on the way.
It's a Dark trademark move, but the Blink Stalkers is a great move for Nightmare, and he's probably he may scout these. He's got enough presence on the right side, but as long as he holds, yeah, he's gonna
Dark
have enough
is
to deal
actually
with this.
hiding the mutas in the bottom left, and there's no static defense in the main, no static defense in the natural. Dark's gonna send these all the way up the left side, come around on the right, and I honestly think that these mutas are gonna do really crazy damage.
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree.
actually, Nightmare. Oh no, I thought his stalkers were gonna move up to like maybe take the fourth or something, but no luck for him.
Nightmare does not have the information. Yeah, that's just facts.
Not a single cannon in the mineral lines.
This is
This
going
should be
to
fun.
be really, really hard to defend.
Dude,
He's lucky that Dark didn't make more mutas, to be honest.
dudes, this is the first time I've ever cast in Starcraft, and we actually have. It was a Nightmare before Christmas. We got a little Tim Burton in here because this is a Nightmare for Nightmare again. But at the same time, I think he might actually be able to hold this because the recall was beautiful. Shield battery gonna help in the back of the mineral line, and
Yeah, he's gonna chase the mutas out. Lost 12 probes, and honestly, I think he got away.
with murder.
He got away a little bit lucky here because those could have done even more damage, and he even prevented the banelings from doing damage at the third as well. So that's really good.
That was actually, honestly,
Could have been worse.
race bias Kappa. No, I think that was actually a really solid play from Nightmare to defend his third, but Dark getting the fourth secured, getting a fifth base behind it. Dark's going to secure himself a lead if Nightmare can't do anything about it. The disruptors
Yeah.
were nice, but he's going to need to get into Colossi because this is heavy Ling. It's going to be more of the same. The Ling Bane Ultra kind of style, even if you go to Roaches and Ultras, honestly,
You
we
see-
didn't see it before, but it's actually really good against Protoss.
This is something that Terran players are really good at, and I feel like Protoss players aren't, from what I've been seeing today. Alright, as I say that, here's the caster curse. He goes to check for the Ling run by. But there's also another one in the bottom right. Like when Clem and Maru will move out, they'll send scouting units to the left and right before they move out to check for the run bys. You know?
Well, the thing is for years, it's always the Ling run bys would be there, but they'd be less prevalent against Protoss. Does he blink? It'd be more often like this. It'd be, the meat and potatoes of this stuff would be a Baneling bust. And you'd see a roach.
Yeah.
It used to be a lot roach ravager heavier than, you know, the changes in the last patch. I feel like really did this. And Nightmare looks like she's in rough shape, but
This is the KSL road.
A lot of stalkers though.
I mean, this is really dangerous for Dark, but this is going to be like basically the end of the game.
Yeah.
Nightmare has to kill Dark or
That's
kill 2 bases.
And
That is a lot of Banelings, but let's see how the micro is.
Oh!
Well, the disruptor shot, dude.
Decent
Bada bing.
disruptor shot with the first one. Second one whiffs. Nightmare still has the army advantage.
Everybody
His
hates
mute is
Disruptor,
still
but
doing damage.
Come on, I'll be honest.
Nightmare is not trying to throw down a Nexus. He is all in here.
Completely
everything
all
he
in.
can.
Yeah. His disruptor
Microing
still
his
on
ass up.
cooldown. Sends it out. Ooh!
Oh,
Nice disruptor
Tries
shot.
to
Buying
pick it
stalkers
up,
from
but it
space.
does die. Yeah.
Not losing a ton of stalkers.
There's
The
so
economy
many
of
more
darkness just
Banelings.
kinda
though.
overwhelmed
Look
him
at how
there.
many Banelings. 24 more Banelings on the way, and there's already like 20 on the map.
Nightmare is pretty much dead, but does he? I don't. He doesn't have. He has one disruptor. He has a. Well, let's see.
I
Dark's
like the
getting smart with-
Archons. Archons can be really good here, actually. Oh,
Oh, he just
That
killed
was a
his
nice
own
disruptor.
DTs. Yeah, but he killed his own. He killed his own stalkers.
Did.
Rather, I said DTs because I was looking at this.
the supplies are getting closer and closer, though.
But he killed.
Nightmare does lose the army supply advantage for the first time in a while, though. So I think without the Warp Prism,
Yeah, the War Prism basically cooked his goose. If he had the War Prism, I think this is very much possible for Nightmare. But now,
microing as much as he can, but unfortunately, there's just too much dark.
yeah, once he
And
lost
he
that War
takes the
Prism, it was
series.
just it. That was just it, amigos.
That was always going to be a mountain too tall to climb, I think.
Too tall to climb.
All right, I made it to the Korean server, Dave.
Nice. Well done, sir. Well done. Kid chilling over here like, you mean Korean American Starcraft League.
K-Town?
Okay, down.
Are we in Flushing, Queens right now?
Yes. Flushing Queen Soul.
Some of the best food on the planet.
Yo, what would happen if they actually had like Korean town Korea?
I think the entire universe would just implode in itself.
Exactly.
Korean squared? I mean, I don't think we're ready for that.
I don't think there'd be any food better. Like, as far as, you know.
Well, I didn't know this was a best of 5. Damn. All right,
Did you
let's
get
see
in
if
the lobby?
Nightmare
have
You didn't get
at
in the lobby? You
least
didn't get in the
one
lobby?
more.
You didn't get in the lobby. They started it too fast.
Yeah, well, I kind of snuck in here, so it's
Well,
all right.
hey, it's all good. Barry, thanks for hanging too, man. Again, the future will be a little better. If it makes you feel any better, Kaylin's put up with me a few times, a little inebriated, but I'm kind of trying, kind of not trying. And Kid is a good amigo, but he's also a New Yorker. You guys got better pizza than me in the city, but I gotta say, we supply your pizza in the city. You know that? And my work.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, we do.
I think a lot of those ingredients come from across the sea, bro.
Yeah, we do. like literally, but it's from where I work. I guarantee
Oh, really?
you,
That's
some of
awesome.
the pizza. Yeah, dude, we supply pizzerias. I used to work for schools for years, but I got a new job last April. I've been working in IT for How about
Nice.
that?
All right, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, the red Zerg. It is Dark up 2-0.
Kid, I'm gonna be greedy and take this game. Because we're in the finals, because Protoss needs some help here. Clearly, Zerg is overpowered. I'm joking. But am I? No mistakes were made. It is Nightmare. No team, you guys should sign him if he wins this in a reverse sweep. We want to see a game 5 at least. I'm sure everybody does. Because I want to see some crazy shit. Barry, you want to see some crazy shit? Kid, you want to see some crazy shit? I'm just wondering. I want to see some crazy shit.
I have no doubt this game is going to go down.
Who is it? Like, yeah, when it gets a little rough, sometimes sure, but more often than not, I want to see a game 5. There's been times, I'll admit it, in certain series, even if it's the best Starcraft in the world, I'm like, when could this end? But KSL.
Well, I think if he goes for the same strat again, I think Nightmare may find some trouble. I would expect him to switch it up a little bit here, at least in the mid to late game. He was switching it up nice in the early game with the DT drops and everything, and it seems like Dark just kind of has his number with this Stalker strat.
Yeah, the Stalkers moving out it keeps falling on its face. Like, Dark is just making so many Zerglings that there's nothing he can really do.
No, and Dark doesn't. He really hasn't crossed like 80 drones once, even versus Estrella. He likes to keep it low and.
Nightmare's not really. Nightmare's going for Stargate this one for sure. Like, he's not going for Warp Gate. His pylon positioning, everything else. But that being said, like, a lot of times we see this happen. Dark's the kind of player that, as you say, goes Ling heavy. It's really hard to. It's harder than you think to play the Blink Stalker style, and you have to do it in different ways.
Yeah.
Especially Blink Stalker Robo. Dark's got that number, and I feel like that's why Hero's so good at it. He kind of plays. Ironically, I'll give the originator the likeness is Raynor. When Raynor plays Protoss, why Raynor was so successful against Zero is it kind of throws Zerg off, maybe for a game. If you can catch him now, even though they know that the hard counter, but what made it so prevalent is how aggressive you are on the base. Is the economy you're playing basically like Terran Bio against Zerg, so it's a little more like the Zerg's almost playing like a Protoss. The Terrans or the Terran is the Protoss, ironically, in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? It's Blink Stalkers acting like Stutter Step Marines are in kiting and splitting. You know what I mean? But not everybody can play like that. And this is the most hero build I've seen. Let's see if Nightmare prove us wrong.
The real key to the success of Hero's Blink Stalker play is the Oracles, right? And he lost them in the first game. Yeah. And we'll see what happens this game.
We also opened Void. So, like, this is the hard thing against a player like Dark, too, to be able to micro the Oracles like here. And Heroes even lost them against Dark, or, like, not gotten. This is the sad thing is it's not like a guaranteed even a little bit of damage. It's like a really late Reaper, if that makes sense, that flies. It does more damage than a Reaper. Reapers kind of suck, let's be real. But at the end of the day, you're investing a lot into these units, and it's about keeping them alive. It's the value and longevity of them because they can help defend.
They're more like banshees, I would say.
Yeah.
Like they gain so much value over a long game if you can keep them alive.
So true. And he's going up to 3 Oracles this time, so skipping the Void. Hopefully we'll actually see a Stasis Ward this game, because that is something he hasn't done yet once against Dark.
Yeah, and the same time.
You really need those to keep those Stalkers safe.
Oof. He needs a cos. Oh! See,
and
that's a rough start.
I wouldn't say that was even a horrible micro. That was a little unlucky right there. I don't often say that about Oracles, but yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, you know, he got a little sloppy. That was literally like 1 second reaction. to the left.
Yeah, he was already pulling the Oracle back, but it was just like maybe a millisecond too late.
Yep.
I'm going back in the blink. Here we go.
I mean, this is the build for it. Like, this is different.
This
This
is
is
the
a
build.
blank build. And I don't hate it. In this case, I don't hate it. It's even when you don't get the damage, I agree, Barry and Kid. We all talked about it. The thing is if he plays this style, he needs to keep expanding, keep getting gates, and really needs to double down. And then there is a way you can do it to tech, but you have to do it at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have the right amount of stalkers out and go into charge at the right time. But it's not, this is not the hero build. This is just kind of, hate to say it, it's kind of tried and true standard Protoss, almost European. More
Seeing a Phoenix come out, though, it's going to be fun. And a second gate, a Stargate. So,
this is the nightmare I
Dave,
like.
why don't you tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, this is Protoss brain shit. This is feeling a little more ape-like. And I'm going to get really shit on for this one. So, Barry was cringing before, because like, Dave, you just can't do that on Twitch, man. You're just too wrong. I'm going to cringe on one of my favorite casters, Mr. Roddy. We have double Stargate Phoenix on a blink opener. Roddy would never do that. But it's so crazy, I think Roddy would do that. He's going into a robo, too. I kind of like this. He's faking it out. And Nightmare's looking for the base, so Nightmare may deduce that he's gonna hear me out, guys. He's gonna deduce that this is a standard play. Notice Nightmare scouting. He doesn't see this. He's gonna, oh, I say that, look at this. He's gonna scout that he's not, but this, or not Nightmare, I'm mixing the players up. Dark is gonna see that he doesn't take it, but Dark thought that he was going into a quick fourth. Dark is so good, guys. Kid chill and take notes as a Zerg player, and Barry, even if you're off racing, he scouted that fourth right as I said that, because he took the bottom right base. That is so big, because he knows now that it's a tech heavy build. He doesn't know what tech, but he knows it's a tech heavy build.
Yeah, and honestly, I really feel like this was meant to counter mutas, and he's not going mutas. I don't like the way this is shaping up for Nightmare, to be honest.
Yeah, Nightmare's not usually like this. And now that I see that, I'm agreeing with you. He's not just going countering mutas. He got a robo at the same time. This is a scared Protoss. This is a Terran player that is turtling up, and you can't.
This is a Terran building a PF as their natural. He's got cannons in every mineral line.
I don't know
That's
about the
crazy.
natural, but like it's probably the third base. The third base. Give him some.
Okay,
credit.
the third base.
I have a question for you. As a Protoss player, are Phoenix good against Ultralisks?
No, they don't
They
do
are
anything.
not.
You can't let them. They're useless. They are.
That's what we got
That's
coming
actually
here.
true. I'll be honest. Fast Ultras. He's going into a fleet beacon.
He actually doesn't have a single unit that's good against Ultras yet.
No, I know. This is the thing about Ultras. Why they were always good.
Immortal started.
I literally have seen this on ladder. My friend Chedicus in chat, who's probably long gone, or was in chat. Chet is one of the coolest Zerg players I've ever seen. He actually preemptively did stuff like, we just can't beat Protoss as ladder Zerg. He's a Masters 1 Zerg player. You might have even queued him sometimes, Barry, at different times, I'm sure of it. But he is probably one of the best spellcaster users for an underdog and swarm host abusers. Still, even though when you ever abuse a shitty unit now, you know? He does. Against every race, even ZVZ.
Oh my god, thank god. He warped something into the wall. I've seen too many Protosses die to this lately, I feel like. There was no Zealot in the wall, and Dark almost got the Lings in, but he warped in something at the last second.
I'm just shocked.
It's like Dark knows there's no unit in the wall. He's the master of getting Lings in.
He really is. And he's got a ton of Banelings. But that is a good stasis war. Because it's going to catch the fattest end of them Oh, they might actually slip by without even hitting it.
Dark's just gonna. Oh no. Oh, okay. At least half the link gets stopped. There's some
That's a
mercy here.
weird
But
interaction there.
Well, you know what else sucks? We have a Greater Spire coming. We do have 2 Stargates, but we don't have a Cyber Core for Protoss. The Ling's in stasis. There's no Cyber Core's going to be dropped in the same place. This gateway is going to fall from a swift breeze. Jesus Murphy. Ling.
Yeah, this is getting interesting. Like, we've got the Greater Spire going down. We've got more Archons gonna probably be warped in. We've already got the Fleet Beacon, so...
But why doesn't you guys are gonna laugh? Everybody who shits on me for saying this. This is the case for Void Rays. He could have started Void Ray production. Void Rays do surprisingly decent against Ultra. It's like the only thing. It's their Hail Mary. Nobody thinks
He
about
does
it.
have a good amount of Immortals, though.
Yeah, he does.
only got
But
2 probes for about 20 days.
yeah, that's actually really efficient trades for a Protoss player, but still 91 to 74. Like, you don't 91 drones though for Zerg that trades out into static. Protoss that trades out into you have to kill your probes to get supply. You know, like that actually is a good point, Kid Chillin'.
Dark still gets a little bit of value out of that last bane lane. But Dark really doesn't have a lot of gas to make a big tech army here. He really, that trade may have hurt him a little more than
Well, where does he invest it? Rather than big tech, he's going into upgrades. He's going flyer attack, sorry, Carapace +3 for ground and melee +3.
I think the interesting thing here, though, is that Dark's gonna be trying to get his main damage through like Ling counterattacks anyway, and he just
knows. He knows. How does he know?
I'm sorry, I had a
right as I said that. Oh my god, the Banelings into the third, doing so much damage. 26 workers dying instantly. The cleanup will happen, and Nightmare is in a position where he can replace those probes for now.
Well, honestly, forget the probes. If he builds an army, his army can be massive. He literally can get a massive sized army and overtake it. Truthfully, look at his bank. I know it sucks, it seems strange, but the Ultralists are the scariest thing. He has to counter the Ultras. The Lings he actually has a great shot against if he just does it and then probes behind whatever. He should have just went full send. That's my take. It's a hot take. And then you could, oddly, you could still macro behind. You play like how Dark plays Zerg. It sounds crazy, but he could have maxed out on an insane army supply that even Zerg, with that many drones, you just can't overtake it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raider, your army's just a shittier. You know?
What the fuck?
Hey, man. I use this shit on Limbo. I love Rainer.
That's funny, though. I like that.
The Nightmare opting for a stasis ward at the Nat instead of another gateway at this point. Don't think you can afford one of this right now.
That is fine. I actually think that a hero does this a lot, where he puts a stasis ward where the Zealot is standing.
I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of a great way to wall. It's like an invincible little placeholder.
Dude, if we get a game out of this is gonna be crazy though, because Ark has like so much creep. He has a lot of the map. The Phoenixes are trying to threaten on the other side. Like,
yeah, and the Broodlords are making their move. This is such an abusable spot for the Broodlords. Oh, we've seen this abused by Dark multiple times.
oh yeah.
Today.
I'm surprised this map didn't. Oh, well, got killed on a cancel. Come on, Nightmare. That's. I feel like Nightmare. I've seen Nightmare play a little better than this. Like, people are like, oh, it's Nightmare versus Dark, and I give it to him. It's the finals, but I feel like this is not peak Nightmare. But he's played. He's done. Dude, he had a great run in this tournament. He beat Hero to get here, guys. The Dark Slayers, I'd call him.
No small task at all there.
Yeah, like, what's crazy about Dark and Hero and KSL? Hero, I feel, is beaten. I think has beaten. He may have beaten Dark more than Dark's beaten Hero, but Dark won the KSL SummerSlam, like the bigger tournament. Like, it was like a $5,000 tournament. So, just saying, it was pretty close though. But they both. I want the Liquipedia guys to go in chat and go, Dave. No, they're all in steadfast chat right now, though, so that's okay. Sporty, Thorn, all you guys, if you're here and you happen to hear me. I'm not talking shit, I'm just saying. You guys do your work. Go there in Chicken Man's chat, actually. Imagine.
Well, he did lose the gold base. Nightmare are gonna opt for that bottom base. I feel like the middle, like the 9 o'clock base, is just so much easier to hold. I don't know why we keep seeing Protoss players go for this one.
No, yeah, I mean, even myself, that's usually where you go before the bottom, right? Like, you could, going for the 3 o'clock berry, that's smart in my eyes. You mine it out, you take that, that's safe. The one in the upper left is safe. The gold base is just I hate to say it's dumb. You know what I mean?
It's too hard to hold, I feel like.
I'm not insulting
He
the
has
players.
Tempest
It's
now,
not
though.
the smartest move.
Tempest
He has
are
the
a
army.
good unit for this situation, but he doesn't have the upgrades. We have +1 air on the way for the Protoss and +3 air on the way for the Zerg.
Jesus, I
So
couldn't
you guys
tell you,
do the map.
I couldn't tell you the
Map.
last time I've seen +3 air versus +1 in a pro game.
Yeah.
That's
Where it
crazy.
starts to get a little bit spooky here for our Protoss player.
Yeah, you better be chrono boosting that cybernetics core as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what he better be doing is grabbing both legs, bending over, and kissing his ass goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we're at right now. But
Jesus Christ, dude.
Dave, the ever impartial commentator.
tonight, not really. Hey, you guys, come on, man! It's Friday night.
You're cracking me up, dude. I've spit on myself like 17 times tonight, Dave, because of you.
No, our Nightmare's still fighting his heart out, man. I still think he's got life in this game.
Hey, where there's a death ball, there's a way.
Listen, I started out a little weird, but even Barry doesn't get a break from like Dave being full annoying drunk Dave, dude. It's just it's tradition. I have to piss everybody off from one time or another, even if we're all right normally. You're like, never again. That Dave guy, he's blacklisted. Barry's secretly part of the Cabal Kappa. Least Cabal I can think of. What's a Cabal, by the way?
What is a Cabal? It's like
I'm
a
joking.
cult, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm just saying, like, nah, man. Just all fun memes.
Damn, he didn't have a shield he never remade a shield battery at the 4th base, so these lings are actually going to clean up a lot.
Man,
We've got the Banelings at the 3rd doing a ton of damage as well.
only 9 drones fall for.
Nightmare moving out on the map. I very strongly disagree with this because he's got so much empty supply. Like, at least
Corruptor
fill that
Viper,
supply with
the
units, you know?
The funny thing is the Corruptors just beat this army. He's got like 2 Stalkers and an Archon, a couple High Templar that are.
Yeah, what the... Bro, what is this army? He's got 3 carriers, 1 Tempest. I feel
honest.
like this is a disaster.
Well, the thing is, if this army was reversed, he would have. He was a gamble. You have a chance, and he didn't see everything. He went to go poke with the wrong army. He didn't recall the Immortals, otherwise, and here comes the Lynx. Here comes the Nidus. What the fuck?
Titus and the man. Yeah, I agree with you, though.
All right, I like thinking when I see Dark guys, I got him pegged down for closest thing. I doubt Dark knows the movie, but I'm gonna have to educate Dark on it. And why Dark comes in with the Lynx, even now when he has I don't even know how Zerg affords a supply, except for the fact that obviously there's lower worker count you can trade out, and Lings are always good, but he's like,
Angel Queen.
Dark got this high Broodlord Corruptor army after somehow. And all I can think of, guys, is this is my rifle, this is my gun, this one's for fighting, this one's for fun. That's all I get out of this game.
Jesus. Yeah, these Corruptors gonna pick off that base. And the Nightmare, I really feel like he moved out prematurely. I mean, you're at 150 supply and you've got 3,000 minerals, 4,000 gas in the bank. Why don't you fill your army out and max out before you push? I just don't understand.
Yeah, the last thing I've seen so premature was that time when Mario and Luigi were in Barry's. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Last time.
Thank you, Artosis.
Thank you, Barry. Barry's chat, I should say. That's not you. You're always honestly, you're a sweetheart, Barry. Like I said, how you deal with your chat?
I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far, man.
I wouldn't say a sweetheart, but you're
the bad boy of Twitch, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, dude, calm down, man. What race do you play again?
he plays the good
I'm
race.
sorry.
Play the evil race, is that right?
Play the race.
You play the villain race? Got it.
I never played the campaign, so I don't know.
Nightmare over here playing the elderly.
What are you in real life? A human? You think the aliens are the good guys when when there's a human race?
I've been abducted a few times, so I'm barely human at this. You ever see the movie Independence Day?
Yo,
I'm the guy that suicides into the mothership at the end of the movie.
Wait, so you're a
Bill
Terran, but
Pullman.
that makes you're a Terran player.
Hey, that guy.
That guy was definitely a Terran, dude.
Barely human.
Honestly, Independence Day, let's look at the date. You just gave me a good point. I think they actually ripped off, and fun fact, in Hornell, New York, Bill Pullman was from there. The guy that played said, oh no, that was actually Randy Quaid. Anyway, GG's call.
Oh, Nightmare
GG.
tapping out. Boom. Yeah, you know, it's dark, dude. He's in really good form. Getting ready for that World Championship.
Yeah.
I was actually the last time I went to a big Starcraft event was the World Championship that Dark won.
That's awesome, man.
Oh wow,
Dude, that's sick, Barry.
It was in 2019.
No shit.
Yep.
That's actually pretty cool. That was the one I mentioned. You're like, of course you know that then. The last one you went to and you saw Classic versus Rogue, like I mentioned too. One of Rogue's last hurrahs. You know?
Yep. That was the one where Raynor beat Cyril, and then Raynor got beat by Dark.
Yeah. That was actually, Barry, that's a fitting one for like, you know how the game has been, and yeah, there's no.
I think that was the last.
time
I think
for-
that was actually the last one ever, wasn't it?
Mhm.
The last BlizzCon with
Was 2019.
Starcraft.
Yep, it was, dude. You what? That's awesome. So that means I need to go to the last Home Story Cup, though. As popularity dictates, I should probably be the last call for a last thing. I know I'm of anything, but Home Story Cup is very fitting for Dave. Let's be real.
you would fit right in there, man.
I'd probably make Home Story Cup go another couple seasons if I go there. As an American, live casting drunk as shit and just saying it like it is, you know? Or saying it like people want to. Like the random sale throw that Barry's like, dude, that's brutal. When Barry says that's brutal, kid, you know that's brutal, right? Barry,
Yes.
Bro.
Aw, poor Barry.
There is a very high tolerance for.
I never
very
seen you.
high
I didn't mean to
tolerance.
make you so upset, my guy. Do you want a soda? Do you want a chest rub?
Me or
You
just
said-
chilling?
I'm feel you both, but more you. You seem like you're always chilling stuff. I'm like, I can just hear the cringe inside. You're like always chill, no matter
No,
what.
I actually just haven't slept, so I'm like tired as hell. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm actually in the
Guys,
same
didn't you
boat.
go live at like 1 a.m. yesterday? Or something?
Yes,
I saw that.
I did not sleep since then.
So a drunk with
That's
you is
an
probably.
accomplishment, sir.
I will be sober if we ever do this again, sir. For you, I will give up a Friday night if you want to. You don't. Anytime you have KSL, don't. You're an invite to do whatever you do. So that's a
Thanks,
thing,
man.
Barry. Yeah, and,
Looking forward to it, dude. I'll definitely.
You don't
cast
have to
another
cast
one.
with anybody, but you never know. Maybe you'll cast with Steadfast, who's now Premier League caster Steadfast. At least you casted with a guy that's the B grade D-gen, you know, co-originator of KSL, and I still cast it with Steadfast for DreamHack. You know, it's a next to nobody basically. But you met Kid chilling. Honestly, we should. I recommend you message Kid too. But I'll catch you later. I didn't mean to do stuff, but thank you so much for bringing some love to KSL. And Barry, do you mind if we mention the Patreon? This is completely community funded too. But like I said, anytime just come in.
Right now.
You are.
I'm kidding.
I'm ending.
Why do you take everything I say seriously? What the hell?
I don't know. I'm kind of drunk. That's why.
Go ahead, shout it out, man. You have a link.
Yeah, it's patreon.com/ I'll post it if it's cool. Korean Starcraft League, and truthfully, it's been amazing. We've had some really good stuff all around, Kid. I'm gonna come around your way as well.
There it is, guys. If you like StarCraft tournaments, if you like high-level StarCraft, if you like supporting the Korean scene, there it is right there, guys. Go to the Patreon, sign up for that. Become a pledger.
So, Barry, I'm going to make a suggestion, too, to Mr. Kid as well. I recommend you and everybody check out Kid Chillin'. He's a really cool Zerg streamer. Cool and Zerg in the same sense. It's very rare. But he's from New York.
It's the only time Dave will ever say that.
Yeah, exactly. It's when Kid Chillin's in there. Maybe Rainer. He's up there. There's like Rainer, then there's Kid Chillin'. Then we'll give that Cyril guy. He's just so chill that we'll give him the chill, but cool. It's a skill that brings him up there. I'm joking. I love Cyril actually. He's a good guy. Yeah, but I'm just gonna say, Barry.
Listening. What's
Hup's
up?
Here. I'm gonna try to send everybody your way. Thank you, Hup, for the raid. We're gonna go. We want to give everybody Barry some love here after, but if it's all right, because Kid Chillin' does not stay up to your level of. Wait, how long are you streaming for, Barry? I need to know this.
Oh, I'm not sure exactly. It all depends on how tired I get in the next few minutes.
Well,
Because I'm getting up there.
I owe you, man. Barry, I owe you. You've been doing this stuff, but that's all I'm saying is I owe you. I'm gonna hook you up a little bit somehow. But Kid's been going in, and usually he could be ladder streaming, and he's been towing less from streaming and not covering lobbies and stuff. You're gonna go to bed soon?
It's a possibility. I'm not 100% sure though.
And I apologize too, because again, we talked. I've never followed through enough. But don't feel bad. Caitlin's made some time. I will say you're at least more. It's no disrespect to Caitlin. We all have respect for Caitlin that have been around for a little bit, right? She's been an OG. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. You got beef?
I got a little bit of beef with Caitlin, yeah.
She used you too many times? That Zerg race?
Well, someone did. I don't know if it was her, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't think, Barry, it's you. International Man of Mystery, Barry Crunch. That's all I'm saying. Do I make you Randy, baby?
Hell yeah, baby.
My man.
Tied like a tiger.
Yeah, dude. No, thank you. I do apologize, but to be honest, a little more sober because you're always tired, and honestly sometimes Barry, I'm like Barry's got to have had to have a few or something some nights, but you're just so tired because you're working your ass off all the time. I always appreciate it, man. I know you're too healthy to be a degen. You're a degen, but a different kind,
I'm I don't really drink or do drugs or anything, but I definitely have a pretty shitty diet for sure.
Well, you got loose a little bit when you go on vacation, or the few and the rare. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you enjoy a few beverages from time to time. You can't say you're. It's not like you're Cyril here.
5 years sober, man.
Really?
No. How do I get you with everything?
I love you, baby. Dude, fuck you.
This guy votes. Imagine
I get a sub, Barry. You deserve this. I'm gifting you 5 subs on my shit. That's all I got for you right now. Is that
No,
fair?
you didn't even have to do that. I just had fun casting, man. Thank you so much for the 5 subs, though. I really appreciate it, man.
Dude.
Yo, respect what you do. Appreciate what you do. Drop some great words in the chat. Show your appreciation too.
I
I
appreciate
appreciate it, dude. Much love, bro.
But again, Kid Chillin's been here struggling. If Kid Chillin just started, dude. This kid's gonna be up all
Struggling.
night. He is.
Oh, really?
Actually,
I'm
I
just
did
saying.
lose pretty bad the other day.
Oh wait, did I unban you, Kitchillin?
Unban me.
No, I'm kidding.
Dude,
He's
Barry's
not
the
banned,
best, man.
dude.
Dude,
He's never.
In the chat?
Barry, it's different when I'm in the chat with you, but when I'm in a voice call, I'm all like, this is me, like, really? But when I'm in chat, I'm like, you've actually broken my balls, or I see you break everybody's balls. It's different when you're in a voice call with you, because you're like, yo, what the fuck? Barry's serious, dude. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Bro, how big of an ass would I have to be though? It's just like, what was it? You said, "Can I link my Patreon?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm out of here, dude." Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm already tucking myself.
Like,
in.
what the hell?
Dave's like, okay.
Well,
Need a
it's not-
bedtime story?